Welcome back to the YouTube channel, guys, and today we'll be solving another lead code question, and this question is called merge intervals. So let's go check this out. And here we are. So given a collection of intervals, merge all overlapping intervals, right? So these are a collection of intervals 1 3 2 6 8 10 15 18, and we need to merge them. So what's the output? The output is 1 3 2 6. Yeah, these both overlap because 2 is, which is the say we are here, its previous value is 3 and it is smaller than 3. So yeah, combining, that means merging them, we get 1 and 6. 8 10 is not overlapping with the previous one, 15 18 is not overlapping with the previous one, so these come out directly. Let's check another test case. 1 4 and 4 5, as these both are equal, so we merge them together. 1 5. So the concept is very simple. The first thing is we're doing is we're sorting them in order of their starting times, right? That is the only way we'll ever come to know about an overlap, when these are sorted according to the starting times. Then we need to compare the current time interval with its previous time interval. If the current time interval starting point is smaller than the previous time interval's ending time, that means there's an overlap, otherwise there's no overlap, right? So let's start coding this out. As you can focus here, I'll just focus here. Yep. So yep, let's create an answer array. Then for interval in intervals, right, initially this is gonna be empty, so we just gonna append the current one, right? So if not of answer, or the second case would be that there is no overlap, that means the current one, that is the intervals starting time, is greater than the ending time of the last interval, right? That means which was in the last interval in the answer array. So yeah, ending time of that. If that this is the case where there is no overlap, that means the starting time of our current interval is greater than the ending time of our last interval. Then in this case there is no overlap and we're gonna append the interval directly, right? Otherwise there's an overlap. So what do we do in the cases of overlap? Yeah, see, 1 3 2 6, there was an overlap. What do we do in the case of overlap? We just merge them. That means the, say the last interval was 1 3, now the current interval which was overlapping was 2 6. We just need to give the maximum of the ending time of both these intervals. That means maximum of 3 and 6, that is 6, which is here. So yeah, that's how we merge it. So else we take our last interval, its ending time is equal to maximum of the ending time and the current interval's ending time, interval of 1, right? And this would be interval, that's why I was supposing to take another variable name, but in this case the intervals were already sorted, this also, but that might not be for every test case, so it is better to sort the intervals. So we'll sort them based on the first start, that means the starting time. So yeah, let's sort them. Key equals to lambda x of 0. Now just sorted based on the starting time, and this is our code. Let's run this. Another test case which I want to add, that means the corner case, if intervals is empty, we just return an empty, although this is not necessary but for our convenience. Otherwise we'll return the answer, and I guess it's correct. Let's hope for the best and run this. And run it for another test case. and this works fine. So let's submit this, and we've got our answer. Thank you guys for watching this, and please don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Thank you.